This week, we have our usual Euros roundup, some back passage buffoonery, and some weird laws from around the world.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Welcome to the show. We have the usual people in with us. This week we have Gar.
Oh, that is fucking delish.
Absolute beautiful. What you and Pud, should I say, before we move on?
That was me he was talking about. I'm delish.
What are we
You're
drinking
so
here?
sweet and sugary, man.
We got ourselves a goddamn good old-fashioned Long Island iced tea. Made with love. Made
Yeah,
with
very much
love.
At the Coyote Bar.
At the Coyote Bar, welcome one and all. This is where we do. This
Very
is how we
nice,
do.
very nice. So this week we have the usual with the Euros once again. So from last week's predictions, give me some of the juice.
So we basically, myself and Gar on social media have been predicting each day who would make it through in the top two in each group. We got some right, we got some wrong. We looked so ridiculous on some of them. I'll have a quick run through. Group A was pretty obvious. We both had the same predictions and we were both right, Italy and Wales. That was fine. No great shakes there. Group B, Belgium topped the group. We all saw that coming. Gar, you went for Finland in second place. It was not Finland. It was not. It was the mighty Danes rising
I
from the dead.
didn't see that happening.
I did, but it was about the only thing I saw on this fucking Euro. The rest of them, trust me, I was like, "Oh, I'm on a winner here, lads." It goes drastically downhill from here. I was like, it has to be. A man nearly died in their first game. Of course, they're going to find a way through, and they did. So fair play to them.
So it's been a bit of a shit show for the clairvoyants over here, has it?
Wasn't our best work, no. Group C, Holland. We both said Holland would finish first. That was fine. You said Ukraine would come second. I said, who did I say would come? I said Austria.
So how many more weeks have we got of the Euros?
Two more. We're out of the group stages now. There's no longer football on every day, which is very, very sad. There
So what,
is
quarterfinals,
So we've got last 16
16
runs from Saturday to Tuesday. Then they have a few days off. Then there's the quarters. Then the semis, and then the final is on the 11th of July. What was the other ones? Oh yeah, here's one. I think I may have started drinking around now during the predictions because.
Because it gets a little loose now.
It gets very, very
Armenia.
Well, Group D was the one that everyone was kind of had their eye on because that was England's group and Scotland's group, and I've been bigging up the Scots, and they did get their result against England. They did draw, so I was right there. I knew they'd do that. However, Scottish fever definitely ran away from me a little bit, and I reckon they would get into second. On closer inspection, I'm pretty sure that was mathematically impossible.
Yeah. These are loafers.
I was thinking. I'm pretty sure they could only get third.
I did my maths wrong. I think I forgot to give somebody a point. So that was a bit. So I had England 1, Scotland 2. Gar, you had Czech Republic first and England second. So you had both the right teams, just in the wrong order.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Croatia.
Croatia came
second, not Czech Republic. So you did that one wrong.
All right. Fuck you.
Czech Republic and Croatia are not the same country.
This guy. Fucking who?
Group E was, who did we have there? That was Spain's group. So you had gone 1 Sweden 2 Spain. I'd gone 1 Sweden 2 Spain. You had 1 Sweden 2 Slovakia.
So I got Sweden was right.
So we both got Sweden right. Yeah, that was. They were already through at the start of that day. I had that one right, and then the final one was the supposed group of death.
And the Hungarians, like what the fuck?
Sneaky. I definitely thought Germany were going to beat them. I had Germany.
Out of left field, I'm
Germany
assuming.
won.
Yeah.
I had Germany 1, France 2, and you had France 1, Germany 2. So you got that one right. You called that one correctly. I was convinced. I just thought Germany would beat Hungary. That was my only rationale for that. If they did that, they would have topped the group. They did not. So,
do you have favourites obviously going forward for next week's predictions?
Yeah,
well, first of all,
not really.
But as it stands now, as winners, out and out winners, what are you looking at here?
No,
predictions.
to be honest, as someone who knows football, who's into football, I've fucking no idea. Like it's very like. Some teams that started really poor are starting to come into their form, like the likes of like Holland and Spain. But I have no idea. To be honest, I still think if I had to push, probably still France.
Yeah, I'm looking at the way the
who's leading in points.
See the way it's no longer
everyone's
points anymore.
just against each other
Now it's a knockout.
Okay.
You're into the last 16 now. So you've got basically
You've
got two sides of the draw, and one side is spicy. It is like there's just a load of killers in there, a Shark Tank of teams,
such as
France,
Spain.
Portugal, Belgium, and there was another one that I can't say.
Spain
Italy,
not any use
Italy.
anymore?
And on the other side, the only they're okay.
They're old.
They're okay.
They're old and shit.
They're really good at playing football. They're really not good at putting the ball in the net. So they'll keep the ball all day. But
stylish bastards.
But they're not going to score. They're like
part of the 5 they scored the other day.
Yeah, but that was
ignore that.
2 of them were own goals.
Yeah. One of them, the Slovakian keeper punched it into his own net. It should have been 6. He saved the penalty as well, and he still managed to score one of the most ludicrous own goals of all time. Anyway, the other side of the draw is the fucking sound draw, and through some fucking god awful, I don't know. Basically, England are on that side, and England play Germany, right? And they're the only 2 big teams that I can see getting to the final from that side.
Yeah.
They play each other next. So whoever wins between England and Germany, I think,
it's a straight
are
run,
going to the final.
Straight run to the final.
Right.
Unless, like, Sweden do something
But if they
absolutely
if they don't,
outrageous.
it's a disaster for them.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. If they don't, they should be hung when they go home.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, not like literally, you know.
No, I literally all of them.
A metaphorical hanging.
No, bollocks. Hang them all. Especially the German.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I've had 3 sips of it.
So what are your predictions like? Is it, do you have, for next week, what do we have that we need to either slate you on or praise you for?
The game to watch, I think, is got to be
England, Germany.
Well, okay, yeah, England, Germany, or Belgium, Portugal.
Yeah, it's a fire.
Belgium, Portugal.
Sunday, isn't it?
That's Sunday at 8:00. Great day on Sunday.
Well, England, Germany, you got the history there.
Absolutely.
You're banking on the glory.
They're going to be singing
Don't
about
mention
bombs.
Zavah.
That is
That's
destined
all
to
we
be
can
a
sing
0-0.
about.
Destined to be a 0-0 in the
Germans
penalties.
win on pens.
Germans win on pens. Come on,
Yeah.
the Germans.
Okay, that's what you're going for.
That's what the heart's going for.
Vorsprung Deutsch Technik.
Yeah, like it's. So what would that be? What do you think of a final? What are you looking at for the final, roughly?
See, it's very
too hard
hard
to
it's-
call.
Yeah, at
I
this
mean,
stage.
I can tell you that the final
Think
is
it's gonna be
probably going
France
to have. It's probably going to have either Germany or England on one side, but the other side, as I said, you've got Italy.
You mean England in the final?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
so basically, whoever wins between England and Germany in the last 16 have a very comfortable run to the final. Whilst the other side,
It's a brawl.
Oh,
An out
it's a
brawl.
fight.
and it's,
Yeah.
and it's such a brawl that, like, even if a team, like, so you've got such big hitters playing each other, for example, like Belgium and Portugal, they're going to play a fucking cracker of a game, and I can imagine they're going to run themselves into the ground. Having the fucking tank to be able to go again in like 4 or 5 days' time and play an equally good team, if not better team again, is going to be so tough.
And on that note, Portugal do not have the legs for that. So to get by Belgium, they're screwed. And I'm telling you, their team is like their defense is old. They're not having it.
My hot tip:
They're going to lose. That's my hot
Belgium,
tip.
Belgium to win,
Yeah.
but Ronaldo to finish as top scorer.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, that's not that big of a tip. That's quite.
Well, no.
That's nailed on. That's nailed on.
Yeah.
How is it nailed on?
Because it's Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
probably
if
not
it's
even like,
Ronaldo,
it's not the
get
2-1, it's the
two.
opposite. It's 10-2.
It's Ronaldo. Yes, he is winning by 2 goals at the moment, right? He's got 2 more goals than anybody else. But if he plays one more game and he loses, he's out. He will be beaten by the only other candidate for the Golden Boot, in my eyes, Romelu Lukaku, playing for Belgium, who I'd imagine will have at least 2 more games to catch up. So I don't think it's that obvious, but I think Ronaldo is just a goal machine, and he loves them fucking records, and he's currently tied with Ali.
Well, wouldn't you? If you could fucking get
Oh
in
yeah,
there, of course.
Oh yeah. Look, if I
He had his own TV show.
if
when
I
he
did
was
that
big.
many
Is
sales,
there
I'd be a
any-
homicidal maniac too.
Are
Do you know
there
what I
any
mean?
are there any kind of rules in football, like on leagues and things like that? Like, I'm just comparing it to the snooker. Like, you get a 147. At least this used to be the case. You used to get 147 grand. Is there anything like that? You hit some sort of record in like goals scored in a competition?
No, you
or-
just get
They
money
try-
thrown at you.
yeah, they try-
yeah, just in
trying-
general,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like when you
here's
get-
a lot of pussy and money. Take
when,
that.
you're
Like, yeah.
when you're getting 350 grand a week
Yeah.
as your
Do you need-
basic,
yeah.
the 147 for a load of effort seems a bit like
Yeah, it's a bit much.
1.47 million. They might consider it. You know what I mean?
No, they'll
But-
just get you like a fucking like a diamond kind of or a
Yeah,
glass.
a
shoe
diamond
kinda-
prostitute. Yeah, there you go. Just live
a
off that.
solid diamond Bugatti or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Just drive that.
With bukkake all over it. Filthy. So off of that. So we're going.
Away with the sport.
Away with the sport. So has anyone seen, there was news I saw this week. I think it may have even been an old article, but it was basically a guy who tried to cure himself of constipation by sticking a live eel up his fucking arse.
Whoa.
Madness.
Wiggly worms. You just
Like,
can't catch them.
what is going on in your fucking head to come up with those kind of wacky...
So was his thought process that the
was
eel's
it's
gonna
not
eat the
coming
shit?
out, I assume, or it's at least going to loosen things up. Like
They're gonna loosen things up.
Yeah.
the eel is no like laughing matter. It's
How-
it's not like you put up an earthworm.
How-
It's a fucking big thing. Yeah, it's gonna fight back.
How far in was the eel when
I
he,
think
real-
all- like,
when he,
I
re-
think the
when he
X-ray-
realized it was an electric eel?
I'm pretty sure the X-ray on the prostate, just loving it. Yeah,
baby.
I thought you
swelling
were
my
serious.
donut.
You did.
I didn't read the story.
I was like, what? This is madness. How did he get her up there?
One of his
Yeah,
mates.
now there's a question.
One of his mates just had a casual jump lead, just like.
Yeah.
That is a question, though. That is how the
How'd he
fuck
get
did
up?
he get it up there? Wet noodle.
That's
like.
a battle. Like,
Yeah. How, like, you have to be gaping big time. Like,
Do you
he's
put-
spreading that.
Do you
So-
put some like? Do you
You
have to? Do you have to like? Do you have to go in with like some bait? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the
Put,
shit.
put a bit of eel, whatever the eel equivalent to catnip is, like
Yeah.
6.
No,
longer.
No. There's
deeper.
no luring the eel in there. That is a two-man job. One gaping,
And
the other
another with a funnel.
feeding
A
it
funnel.
in. Yeah, feeding
Yeah.
a squirreling
And he's got to like
eel.
put water in, so he wants to go in
Yeah.
there, or something like that.
Jesus, I mean,
It's got to be.
Yeah, with a stick on its
Can you
head,
not just-
just forcing it in.
can you not just have an enema? Like,
Well, that's it. Like
Yeah,
on
Jesus
that whole
Christ.
note, like I was
Have
looking
a
up other
chili.
crazy medical, things
yeah?
where people go into hospitals for, I fell on a Hoover. These kind of ridiculous things. So I have so the first one we have today is a dildo stuck for 6 months. 6
Jesus
months.
Christ! Ow.
Like fucking.
that's persistent.
Where?
Yeah. Well, we got fucking 2 guesses. Like sex,
Florida.
basically, sex toys are obviously the most common objects that get stuck. But this 64-year-old man had a dildo lodged
my
inside
God.
him for 6 months before it was removed by doctors in 1979 as well. I'd say they were
Oh, it's old.
brutal.
That's a
Brutal.
full-on like just.
They just
piece of
got the
wood.
hacksaw
Yeah,
out. Like,
the top of your broom.
That was
oh, you
another-
want some anesthesia? Like, here's a bottle of whiskey and a fucking
No,
wooden
even a
plank to
dildo.
bite
Even
on.
a dildo would have been like metal.
Or made from like supremely toxic plastics that should not be in contact with
yeah,
skin.
totally,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
What else?
How
you got
did he
for-
shit?
Yeah, it says according to the Medical Journal of Australia, and then he reportedly endured a world trip with the vibrator, making it the most travelled foreign body in a rectum. That's a world record to be proud of. Fucking
I'd say there's a load of drug dealers going, here, pal, I smoke loads of shit around the world in my butthole, but I'm just not allowed to tell anybody about it.
6 months of it.
That's
like
How did he shit? How far did it go up? Well,
Yeah.
it had to go up far and then go to the side.
Does it have battery? I mean, I'm sorry, what if the batteries leak? But then it's like, it probably isn't a vibrating toy. It's probably just a regular one. But
Yeah,
like,
it's a
even
dildo.
still.
the fucking literal shit show. Like it would just be.
Oh.
Oh my god! Like I said, has anyone ever
The
you had to use a
The
suppository?
discomfort.
I imagine even
no.
something like that. Neither have I, but I imagine something like that, even walking around, probably isn't nice at the start. Imagine
Right.
with a big fucking fist up your arse or fucking. Oh my god! What the fuck?
I remember my cousin telling me a story, and you know who you are. Telling me a story that like he got, I think he had like hemorrhoids or whatever. I had to use suppositories. But he's like, I couldn't get them in, so like he had to get his then. She is now ex. His then wife. No, she didn't leave him because of the boils. Well,
That's what he said.
Well,
Oh, Jesus, they want to be very bad.
well,
like,
after
like a
asking,
fucking the grapes of rat.
They had their own, they had their own couch by the end of it.
Oh no!
grapes of wrath.
Oh god!
So he couldn't. So he asked her to like insert him. I can't imagine me doing that. Like, not
What into a girlfriend's ass?
No, I
Or
wouldn't.
into your own ass?
One, I wouldn't be inserting them. Two, I wouldn't ask someone to like shove them up my ass.
Oh, your ass, yeah.
yeah. Like
I could
that's-
probably
that's-
service myself in that regard, I think.
Yeah. If I have a fucking hemorrhoid, I only want to be the only one that has.
I don't want to have to
deal
look
with
at it.
Yeah.
And I'm damn sure I don't want anyone else looking at it. Do you know what I mean?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check it out there. Is that one? Is it?
Yeah, big time.
No, that's great.
Like, I
This is Harry, my hemorrhoid.
Like-
Hi, Harry.
I know someone, get this, who, like a couple, he broke his back at some stage.
That's a little
Couldn't
different.
wipe, yeah, no, it's obviously, but he couldn't wipe his ass. So the girlfriend, now wife, had to wipe his ass for, a lot. However long a fucking back takes to heal. Like, I think it was like a minimum 6 months.
More than one wipe, which is too many wipes.
Yeah, far too many. Like
that's love right there.
Yeah, fair play.
You know what I mean? Like,
fair play.
You've got.
That is wife material. That's as they say.
No,
I couldn't look at her the same again and be like, oh, it's just.
Well, who the fuck else is gonna do?
No,
it?
I know, but
you're gonna
it's
have him walking around with a fucking shitty ass.
No, of course.
You're not gonna have a pint with him now. It's
no, I'd just be like, showers there, love. You know how to use it.
I
no,
haven't got it back.
The fucking B-day. There you go. B-day solves it all.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
That's what I'd prefer if I had to. Just lie. If I couldn't move, I was like, right, just roll me onto my side and spray me with a hose from over there, and I'll
wash myself with a rag on the
I'd rather that. I'd rather that.
Yeah, big time.
Because
it's just
the thought of anyone having to like.
Yeah, it's
even in hospital or something
like it's just it's
a fear.
Yeah,
it's a genuine fear that I'd have to go into hospital for whatever, and I couldn't have. No. Fucking
awful. Oh yeah, it's horrendous. No way. I'd definitely B-day it up, or at worst I would break my back a second time in a second place just so I could lean back and do it myself.
I also don't want to have to do it to my former folks, which is a real thought.
I'm really not looking forward.
No,
to
it's
that.
not. There's a B-day. I bought you one. Sort it out.
In fairness, my parents already have a B-day, so I respect to them. I didn't realise how much of the long game they were playing.
Big time.
Respect.
Big time. They're all over.
Respect that.
I used mine earlier. It's the fucking.
I can see it
sent
now,
from
man.
the gods.
I can see it now. Like I'm gonna be doing the good son thing. Like I don't have any siblings, so it is on me. There is nobody else. I can't pawn this one off. So I know, right? I know.
Stinger.
I know. Like I said to my dad, you think this Father's Day card is shit? Wait till you see the retirement home I picked out for you. But
I'll give you a clue. It's not this gaff that you're in.
The thing is, yeah. I will be living here now.
See those stairs? If you're still here, you're taking a little trip down them.
If you get to the top of them, you're going right back down, honey.
This tea tastes real salty. Shut up and drink it, old man.
Like this is the thing. It's like,
Drano.
I'm going to be knowing my parents the way I know my parents, and I love my parents dearly, but I know for a fact I'll be there like doing the good son thing, wiping their arse, and I'll be told I'm doing it wrong. And I'm gonna snap. And I'll just be like, no, do you know what? Fuck it. You're on your own. Wipe your own arse, because I'm out. And I'll leave them there. I'll leave them there for an hour until they apologise. I'm gonna use their own parenting tactics against them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh God, it's gonna be.
How the tables have turned.
Oh, it's gonna be a bit of war.
I can imagine your dad just lying there, just going, "Fucking kill me, kill me," like you little shit.
Siri, release the hounds.
Fucking hell. Oh, it'll be
No,
awful.
I like the thoughts. I don't want to fucking.
Speaking of,
well, we've more stories on the ass play.
Go
so
on,
we have.
yeah.
So the next one is a Buzz Lightyear toy removed from someone's ass. You can see the X-ray. It is like literally in their fucking esophagus nearly.
How'd you get up there?
I know what it said.
You've pushed
wings and all, like
you've pushed. No, besides the fucking okay.
Like it's no joke. Like
That's a big
pushed
toy.
that
and it's up feet first. So it's not like the head is domish. So it's kind of
Oh, they went in with the feet.
Feet first. So you got things
breach.
bending, knees
They went
bending.
in breach.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you
Lord.
got angles. You got all sorts of things.
What are you doing with the wings? He has wings.
Yeah.
For
Oh, he
God's
does.
sake.
Yeah. Jesus.
Was that when you realised?
Oh, the wings are. It looks like they're open in the X-ray as well.
But they pushed that up into his intestines. Like, stop pushing.
Yeah.
Like, how much, like, fucking pain or stretching can an intestine do?
Not much.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, things like that where it's just normal, a set of wings, then a feet sticking out.
That's agony. That's absolute agony.
How much?
There's no walking in.
But they, they obviously were, veterans in the ass department. They weren't just starting with that. Like,
were they though? I mean, what I'd like to know is how much cocaine was in Buzz Lightyear to get them to shove it up there,
or something else.
Yeah,
something heroin, something. Like.
No, like I'm not like the wings. I'm sorry, but the wings. I mean, if they'd said Woody, grand, fair enough. He's only a wee cowboy. The hat's the only bit that's gonna hurt.
That'd be the worst.
But like Buzz Lightyear has a fucking wingspan, lads.
But he's got angles everywhere.
And they come out when you press a button.
Oh God, can you imagine sit forward and you hit the button.
Oh God. I know that's stuck forever. Like,
yeah. Anything else up the ass?
Oh, there's a few more. We have a few more. We have so this next one, Jesus, concrete basically. A rectal examination found a rock-solid foreign body was both visible and palpable just inside the anal sphincter of a 27-year-old. The case report published in the American Journal of Forensic Medicine, blah, 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 found unemployed, of course, man injected a liquid adhesive in his rectum using a dual-chamber glue gun which hardened and became fixed internally.
God.
The patient had done this for anal erotic enjoyment. No fucking shit, obviously.
So what? So he put filler, basically.
Yeah, so the doctor had to do an internet search using just the company name and the product code number, which led them to an exact photograph of the glue gun and a description of the adhesive. The researchers wrote the product contained 330 millimeters of blah, 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 along with some other chemical and
Oh my God. Like,
doctors opened the abdomen through a lower midline incision and found the mixture made a cast of his rectum 16 centimeters long and 300 grams in weight.
Oh my God.
That is fucking rough. That is horrendous.
Well, I guarantee he's probably shitting out. He's shitting into a bag probably for the rest of his life.
I don't even think
They're not rebuilding your fucking your ass.
Or it's just there's no grooves in his shit anymore. It's just it's like a cylinder block.
Well,
Perfect cylinder.
Yeah, he's probably ripped off all the internal lining of his arse.
I'd say there's no like little.
No, that cunt just shits himself randomly now. He has a leaky.
What was he thinking?
Wasn't. There's drugs involved in that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Massive amount of drugs.
That's I'm fucked up and I'm
This is
gonna
the
do some
third
weird
day on
shit.
my meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That last ball was big.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Get
go.
the glue gun.
Yeah.
Today,
Go
live
big or
on
go
Meth
home.
Month.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
good
That is
Christ.
like, I don't care how it fucking revved up you ever get, like horn wise, like no amount of horned up will get you into this day.
Yeah. We've all had some weird erections and weird sex thoughts that like once you've come, it's just like, oh my God, I'm a disgusting human being.
That's when you make a big scene,
I
candles,
need to
oil
be
everywhere.
put down, like,
Oh, I hate that.
There's cock rings, and you even went through a few of
That's
them.
what- 'cause
you know
you
what I
get-
mean? That's not
that's
just
because-
one. There's plenty, and you're like,
No, that's when you're whacking off watching porn. Never leave it playing. Make sure you get rid of the phone. Like, I know, just after. Let's say just after you're blowing, get rid of that phone. Because you hold on
No,
to
you
that
need
phone.
to close incognito tabs
totally.
straight away.
Because if you
Straight away.
leave
Get
it
rid
play,
of
you're
that.
going to look at it again and you're like,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And make sure to turn off Bluetooth.
Oh.
Trust me.
I read a story actually recently. I read
you
a
don't want
story.
that playing on a set of speakers.
Yeah.
No.
Your one
Why
was
is
like-
Why isn't the sound working? I better turn it up.
That's exactly what
and there's
happened.
someone
Your one.
downstairs with your headphones or something.
And your granny happens to
Yeah.
be visiting. Oh, these new speakers you got there. Like,
Wow,
what's a anal cream pie? Is that a nice recipe?
you can really hear the scratching of the cervix.
Oh,
God.
Jesus. Sure, that's happened more. Actually, there was a story that just before you got just sort of on that. I was listening to it on the radio on the way home about a year ago, and they're talking about this because like there was lockdown and everything. People were getting more into long-term relationship devices, right? And there was two.
Long-term relationship. You mean dildos and things like that?
Yeah,
and
like,
the likes.
Yeah, so like you're in one house, she's in her. She wears this like I don't know. Pair of
Oh yeah,
fucking crutches.
I've seen these. Yeah,
And then you can be like, whatever.
Oh, sorry, she's wearing something. You have an app
you
to
can
control.
control
it.
it.
Yeah.
But there's other ones, right, that are like chastity belts, right?
Oh yeah.
So they lock, and only you give that key to your partner, right, or whatever. Now, what the whole segment was about was that they were extremely easy to hack. So
Oh no.
So people could just hack into them straight away, like real easy.
Stick
Your man
them
who was
on
not
highest.
talking, it was like he said it was about 3 minutes that I could be in, I can control, and you won't get them off unless you have the key. You know what I mean, like the digital key, or like break them off. But I just thought,
Fucking hell. Well, on those chastity things, I had a friend who was fucking this couple, right?
All right.
And he used to meet
Nice.
up with them in, I think, a hotel somewhere, and it was just such a crazy scene. He'd go in, he'd only fuck, like, they were, I think, husband and wife, or girl, I'm pretty sure husband and wife. So, obviously, he'd be fucking the girl. The husband would be sitting on the chair in the hotel room with one of those chastity cock cages.
Oh, yeah.
You know, ones where you can't get hard in it.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. He's just sitting there, and my friend was fucking the shit out of his wife, and then grabbed her, turned her, look at him while I fuck you. And just fucking like days of fucking Caligula, like kind of just fucking madness, like.
But
But
you
you
know,
know, I mean,
The
it's
odd thing is the guy in question
turns
is
you
the
on.
most mild-mannered and nice person. You would never...
Yeah.
I mean, he's a bit of a freak. Everyone knows that. But you wouldn't think
But
he'd
he's a
have that
nice
nasty
freak.
freak in about him.
Yeah. And like the thing, but
Do
the
I
cock-
know this guy?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do,
yeah. But the thing is, the cock cage is what to take away nearly out of that crazy story. But like the cock cage is such a, it's like an unfathomable
Look at
thing
me.
for me.
Look at him.
Yeah.
But I can see me doing that. You know what I mean?
Really?
No, if you're in that scenario, right?
I could never get myself in
Yeah,
that scenario.
No, I would. But if you're in.
Oh,
the scenario,
sorry, you fucking.
You'd be the
girl.
bull, not the cook.
Sorry, I thought you
Oh,
meant the other way. Yeah,
fuck that. No. No, and I could see myself like doing that with the cracking her over, like fucking look.
Oh
at
yeah,
him.
that
You
yeah.
know
But
what
I mean the
totally.
cock. Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Yeah,
I understand his point of view.
Yeah, that's
it's
what I mean.
the husbands.
No,
I've
no,
no
no.
clue. Like
No,
I
no,
just
I
know.
don't- I don't
It's
really-
it's literally a dark
that's the-
corner
Yeah,
in
yeah.
in someone's mind I've never seen.
It's the whole Danny thing. I was like, are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't
hell.
understand the whole.
Give him the "This is Sparta," kick him out the window or something. Like, I'm a fucking golden god.
That's painful, right? Like that chastity thing.
Well, yeah, it would
Can
be
be,
like, as
can
in,
be, I
like
think,
you're,
yeah.
well, you're trying to get hard. It's not pain.
Explain. You said that like a man in the know there. Like it can be, you know.
Bit like a shoe. You get one the right size, it's okay. You get one a size too small.
But
it hurts a
but
little.
that's
it's
the
meant to
idea.
stop you from getting
That's
it.
the
It is
idea.
for
They're
some
all
people.
going to be
Some
size too
people.
small.
Some people are.
They're on the soft dick. So
Yeah.
as soon as you get hard watching this, it's
Yeah.
gonna not hurt, but
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
It's
Like in boxers, tight boxers, when you get fucking hard and you're just and it's sticking out the pocket. You know, you have to kind of maneuver
Jimmy
it.
around.
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable. Like it's not pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's rough, but it's such a crazy fucking situation to find yourself in. I remember he was telling me at the time, just going like I've been doing this a while. It's and then just it's fucking nuts. He was just like such a crazy scenario to get into.
I mean, like, I'm so intrigued. Like, how many times was it? Like once a month? I wonder how. Like,
Regular enough, but eventually, like he stopped doing. He has a regular girlfriend now and whatnot, but he was just doing wild stuff. He was with his ex-girlfriend for long time, like 15 years since they were like kids, and then that fucking blaze of fucking nastiness
of course,
ended.
yeah.
So he just went buck wild because that's what he always wanted, and he done it.
And for the record,
Oh, now I know who it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
And for the record,
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah.
My man.
It's not like sorry, that 15-year relationship was not like that was vanilla and like
No,
they were up to some wild shit as well. So
Yeah.
He did have previous in the field.
Yeah. Well, we'll
But,
move on to one of the final stories I have for this. It's so this is a homeless man went to jail and brought with him more items than his rectum could probably hold all at once. In a routine search in a cell block, corrections deputies found part of a condom sticking out from Neil Lansing's
gross
rectum.
already. That's fucking
Reported in
gross.
2011, the corrections deputies found 17 round blue pills, 1 cigarette, 6 matches, 1 flint, 1 empty syringe, and an eraser over the needle, 1 lip balm container, 1 additional unused condom, a receipt for CVS pharmacy, and a paper coupon, 30 in total.
The fact that he kept the receipt.
Yeah.
Up his arse.
Man planning going
the
to prison
fuck?
and doing his
Yeah.
taxes or something.
Apparently, he faced
And a
charges.
coupon.
He faced charges for possessing a
30%
drug.
off. I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that when I get out.
Yeah, he just possessed, or he was.
He was possessed.
He faced charges for possessing a drug and tobacco product inside this county jail, and was being held without bond. And it's just a homeless guy. And have you spotted what's common through all this? They're all men. You never hear of some cracker goes in and like, lovely, something up.
Yeah, well, ladies have another place to hide things that we don't.
But they still do
we are
ass
stuck
stuff.
with the butthole.
Yeah, they still do ass stuff, but they're.
You
I
can't
don't know.
really
It's just,
like, you know.
but it's always just
They're just not
men.
idiots.
It's always just guys just doing real dirt,
Yeah,
like
well.
Yeah, on their
concrete.
own.
Yeah.
On their own. Just like, I'm bored, I'm going to shove this fucking Buzz Lightyear up my hole. And then,
And
like,
like,
then a panic sets in. Your sphincter just pulls it up further.
But that's it. Like on all of these, it says, still curious? Try this book by 3 medical doctors. Stuck up 100 objects inserted and ingested in places they shouldn't be. So look out for that on Amazon. And all good bookstores in your area.
Great stocking filler this Christmas.
But it's just nuts. Like it's all guys doing fucking horrendous. Like the concrete, adhesive concrete. Like that. It's like what level of fucking depraved do you have to be?
Pretty depraved.
Pretty
Pretty
depraved.
depraved.
That's
You're
just it's
going
on your
pretty
own as
low
well.
there,
If
yeah.
you're with someone, I'd get it.
They'd
easier.
stop you doing that though.
Well,
That's
you know.
the thing,
But you
you
know
know?
what I mean. If someone went in,
Some
it's,
might encourage it. You know?
that's what I mean.
You know what I mean?
At least
Someone-
you're doing it with someone.
I'm not, you know,
Come on,
you don't,
Jimmy.
you don't know necessarily. I mean, do you know what I mean? Some of those, it's like, was this someone just home alone and fucking around with Buzz Lightyear in a way that he was not intended to be?
and
fucked
it
with?
just
And he got,
just-
he just
yeah.
got that bit too far, or he lost grip, and he just, and he was in there then.
possibly. I'd say a lot of them are like that.
But it could be misadventure with a partner as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it could be two
yeah.
people. Like say,
Well, homeless man, I doubt it.
No,
Like
okay,
that.
not him. I'm more fixated on the Buzz Lightyear one, man. That's just freaking me out. Like, you know, that could have been a couple. You know, it's like, you know,
needle and needle.
yeah, that's very ropey now. In fairness,
Used condom, an unused
Yeah, but that's going
condom,
to prison.
a cigarette.
That's
yeah.
different. That's going into prison. You need that shit. Like he needs that
a
shit.
receipt. Why does
Yeah.
he need a receipt in
Yeah.
prison?
Of all the things you put up there, the receipt's probably not bothering him.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Like,
He probably didn't put the receipt there.
Yeah, it
that
was
just
in the
went in
bag.
with the rest.
Yeah.
he just had a bag.
He just got a fist full of items and just yanked it up there like
Jesus.
reverse yank.
Oh,
Gee, that's
God.
just fucking like the
Well,
ass is
away
just,
from
it's
ass.
Not
Well,
for me.
well, we've one more booty story. I'll tell you now.
Whip it out.
oh nice.
I tell you now. So I was, as you know, I've been going to the hospital and stuff. I've blood
Oh god, here we go.
blood clotting. So one of the things they've said that they want to do was a colonoscopy.
It's a
right?
fisting.
Close.
I hope you're into it.
Close.
much.
Not only do they want to stick something up there, they want a video with the perverts. So right,
Rubbing the thighs
so
just on-
yeah.
yeah,
Well, the
yeah,
thing was
deeper,
that apparently they needed to get a poo sample from me.
Oh,
right?
no way.
Yeah.
Let me
right.
guess, they give you a tiny jar and you
No,
goosenecked
it's-
over the
you-
jar
you
with
have
the
to
shit.
smear it.
Like,
You have to smear it on the
Fuck
yolks,
off.
don't you?
No,
No?
mine was this was different, right? So
Yeah,
what
right.
the what like
We'll
I
have to
haven't
go
got-
back to that, but
it was
continue on.
it was the weirdest package to receive because it was basically
Package.
like it was a letter. First of all, it didn't have my correct name on it. That was the worrying sign, you know.
Had like Tom Arnold.
No, I mean it was pretty. It was
it's close enough.
It was pretty close. I mean, they got the second name right, but the first name was wrong, which was, you know, didn't exactly fill me full of joy. Given that they sent two letters on the same day, one with the right name and one with the wrong name. Anyway, I digress. They basically, this package arrives, and I open it, right? It's like not your regular letter size. It's like, you know, bulging slightly. So I pull it out, and there is what I can only describe.
As a human log inside it.
It-
Pre-shit.
You know like a silver Chinese tray that you know, like it was one of those, right?
Oh.
One of those that had
Classy.
basically all the stuff had just been put in there and it had been just smushed over. So there was two vials with little, you know, when you take off the lid, little tiny spoon.
Gross.
Don't know what the fuck they think you're doing with that spoon because that ain't working at all.
So I tried to shit inside the vial. Didn't quite work.
The
Like,
first spoon snapped off straight away when I stuck it up my hoop.
I tried
just shit covering the
scooping
outside
it
of a
out from
vial.
the source.
I felt a bit like Sylvester Stallone in Demolition Man. It's like, you don't know how to use the three seashells? Oh my
Oh
god!
God.
But apparently,
Or in
right,
that gay porn he done. That's
so,
what I was thinking.
Here's the thing, right? Here's what you do. You get the fucking Chinese tray, you open it back out, and you put it in the bowl, and then you poop directly into that. Right?
Yeah.
I would have thought, I didn't think that the water might contaminate my poo, but obviously it does. The problem with that is, I don't know about any use, but when I take a shit, I tend to wee at the same time. It's very hard not to. Of
course.
Bit of wee gets out.
Or just take a piss first.
It doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah,
like
it doesn't matter. There's
it's
going to be
once-
some piss.
once-
I would just hold the tray further
once
back
the
so the dick has free reign.
Yeah, you see, I had thought I'd made a bit of a lip, an indent that the wee could go that way, like down the porcelain. No, it didn't work. It did not work.
Straight in the shit.
There was like because
You shit in a Chinese takeaway box and filled it with a pool of piss. It was bathing in a pool of piss.
your main course, sir.
And I can only hope it was pure shark material.
Now-
so it just went all over your hand. as you're holding it back.
Okay. I'll admit, I was like, right, okay, I need a good poo here. I need to clean out, right? So I had a coffee beforehand, right? Grand, no bother. Had me coffee. So, I can feel something rumbling, all right. Okay, so I'm going in. I'm ready. Get the fucking Chinese tray out. Get that in the jacks. Grand. Get the fucking rubber gloves on. This shit's going to get freaky. So I'm there. Yeah, they provide rubber gloves. Sanitary thing, but you know what I mean? Makes sense. You're handling.
So let me guess, you're sitting on the jacks just making balloons. I guess that's what these are for, like distraction.
So yeah, basically what transpired was an unholy dump. What I can only...
I can just imagine just the goosenecking over the edge.
I can only just... Do you remember...
I need the jumbo tray.
Do you remember the scene in Jurassic Park where Jeff Goldblum gets out of the car and he encounters that massive pile of fucking Triceratops poo? That pile was smaller than my pile. I don't know where that came from, but by Christ.
Did you order your scat test with sausage?
Oh no. It was at that point that I really, really regretted the choice of corn on the cob for dinner the night previously. Rookie mistake.
That's gross.
Rookie.
There was no need for that tidbit.
Rookie mistake.
I hope you had to fucking fish through it. Did you run it through a fine screen? Get the sieve out.
I could have filled about 8 of them vials. Do you know what I mean? Like it was.
Surely they only need like a very small amount.
Yeah, that's what I kind of half feel about. Closed them up, wiped them off, grand, and then it was like, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do with the rest of this turd
Back in the fucking toilet?
Obviously, yeah, no, but it's just the fact that you're holding it. It's like the weight of it. It was like
still sitting there at the sink.
I had never truly appreciated how much vacates your system in any given dump.
Well, I'd say because anytime you ever take a shit and it's stinking when you're still sitting on the toilet. And you obviously just know it must be sitting above the water. Because you know that pong that just comes up. So I'd say you draw, even though it was having a piss bath, it was still slightly
No,
out.
it didn't have a bath, so to speak, but they're definitely, because I just, naturally, I was like, oh, fuck, that was good poo. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm weeing. Hold up.
It was more of a set.
What do I do?
So if you
What's
stuck the thing,
maneuver?
if you stuck the lid, it would be like sensory deprivation for the thing. Just a little bit, to lie back and just the shit enjoying it. So a little pair of shades on it.
Did you post that back or bring it in?
No, I brought it in.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. They are very.
I had to do because I had to collect my piss years ago, and your man they gave me this giant fucking gallon, like a water the huge thing, and I had all this solution.
What were they expecting? Fucking were they giving you loads of something
well,
piss out?
Yeah, I had to collect it for 2 days, I think. So all my piss for 2 days, I just had to piss into this fucking bucket. Right?
Oh jeez, I'd say it was
a
mass of different layers. Could you see different layers?
It had all
looked a bit like that Long Island Ice.
Yeah. I'd say it just looked like sediment.
No,
this is the old one. This is the new one. Shale.
It already had stuff in the bottom of it. I don't know why. To separate. I don't fucking know. But yeah, when I went into James Hospital in Dublin to hand it back in. And there's no fucking discreet bag. You're having it's a fucking 5-gallon drum. That's piss colour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's going into this to a lab.
Yeah, just whistling all the way down. Just with no lid on, just spilling it as you're fucking going. Sorry,
I walked in, your man, I was rang this doorbell, this screen this opens, and your man's like, yeah. Big tall guy. I was like, I have to just dropped it.
Piss delivery.
And he just went, oh. Yeah,
no. With a log floating in it.
I had similar going in today. I was like, right, I need to go to the colonoscopy place. So I was like, Grand, you're at the door. I was like, yeah, that's just down there. Fine, found my way there, no problem. Got to the desk, and there was actually quite an attractive woman at the desk, and I was like, oh, I don't want to tell her I've got my poo in here, and also a very very questionable poo with definitely at least one piece of sweet corn in there that I couldn't get out. So
well, you're not handing here it is,
it's in a clear plastic bag with 2 vials that are brown. Just wipe and slap it on the counter.
Give it a smear. Just give her the old smile. Give her a smile on her face with the shit.
Dirty Sanchez.
Oh no, you look down, Sugar Plum.
Oh, gross.
God.
But yeah, it was so weird because it was just like, just throw them in that box over there. It was like, I mean, I know the vials have my name on them, but I would have thought there was a better system than just fuck them in that open box over there and we'll get to them.
But have a thought for the
They're sitting in the sun beside a radiator, just
exactly.
Have a thought for the poor fucking lab technician that's gone through college for 6 years and their job now is just looking at people's shit.
Yeah. Well, a friend of ours, a friend that we know, used to test junkie piss.
He did.
That was his job.
Yeah, so my cousin.
And it was funny. The things he used to say was just because it was for the methadone what's it called? Whatever.
Methadone program.
Yeah, program. That's the word. The methadone program. So they had to be apparently to be on it. You're not allowed to be on any other drugs, and you have to be clean as a whistle. Blah blah blah. And So obviously he had to test their piss, and he said like I remember one of them. He goes, it looks like the sediment in it. He was like, you need to see a doctor immediately.
Yeah.
Like it was like concrete, like and it was like what the fuck is that? And then loads of things he was saying was
Like a proper
there's
craft beer.
there's some value that you recognize that it's human piss. And he said in humans, let's say this whatever it is 30.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he goes, dogs are like 500, so it's a huge difference. And he goes, tested this junkie's piss 500. He was
Dog.
like. Because obviously they're riddled with drugs, so they
he's
want
trying
something
to-
else.
yeah.
And apparently they weren't allowed on the program. They weren't allowed to question and go, "That's dog piss." So I was like, "Why are you testing it then?" He just had to give the fucking guy the met or whatever. He had to take him off. It's ridiculous. There's no point.
So
in
we
the thing.
seen it was dog piss, but he still gave it to him.
He had to.
Just once your man handed over any piss.
Yeah, it seemed like
That's
that.
ridiculous.
So I was like, "Why are you testing for that number then?" It's such it's stupid. And he said loads of people were just scamming it left, right, and centre because they're all off their face. Like they're all fucking, junkies. They're not exactly, clean as a whistle.
Back to the smear thing just before
Oh,
we
yeah.
go, because I have something. There's a few things I want to go over. But there was a test that I'd seen it on something. It wasn't me, but I seen it on something that was like a shit test, like a scat test or whatever. It's
We've
called
seen it on
scat
something.
test. I'm calling it scat
We'll
test.
call it that. Yeah.
I don't think that's what doctors call it, but that is definitely the
Yeah,
the
that's
name for
the
the
fecal
public. That is the
matter.
public
Fecal,
title.
But it was just it was like
Gonna have a little
do you
peekle
ever see
at
a
your
piss
fecal.
test? Do you ever see a piss test? A piss stick.
Yeah.
So you piss.
It looks like nearly like you're taking a pH of fucking
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
yeah.
And they're different colors. It was like that, but on a like piece of fucking paper, and you're like meant to get your shit and go smear.
They're all just brown.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
I don't know what it was for, but that's what I thought you did.
No.
But anyways,
Fucking dirt. Thankfully, I've never had to. I've had to take a piss test like twice, I think. And
But yeah, that was,
I remember having to piss into the thing, into the little cup they gave you, and just. And then just shit! It's just overfilling to fuck. Just what the fuck am I supposed to do here?
I've had that. It
And
was
just like all over the fingers. You're like, the fumble. You just
big.
disaster. And then you're handing it back, and you're going.
Yeah.
Everyone that's handing
I
this
had
back
to-
has piss on
It's
it.
like, now that I
had to-
turned it on, I can't turn this tap off. You know what I mean? It's like-
I don't piss like millimeters.
Yeah.
I couldn't piss.
Milliliters. should I
Liters,
say.
yeah.
I couldn't piss for the army. I couldn't do the piss test for the drug test for the army.
Why?
I couldn't go
Because you were
Stage
originally
right.
drugged.
No, I wasn't.
I
that
had a
time.
dog piss with me at the time.
And I said to him, I was like, look, I can't piss while I drink some water. Your man, was like, your man just goes to the doctor. I was, no, just take it home. Whatever you need, piss in it and come back and give it to me. I was like, that doesn't seem like legit.
Yeah, you're a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, that's questionable.
And
but
that's what I
okay.
did. I just went home, took a piss, bring it back in.
And it passed, obviously.
Yeah. But
They did
after-
ask me how the pregnancy was going.
Yeah.
everyone failed. Actually, everyone failed on the medicals. That's what you failed getting into the army is the medicals.
Everyone else failed.
Not everyone else. Not on that. Like just on like weird things like liver counts and all this weird shit. And they're like, right, no, your eyesight's not good enough. Your hearing's really bad because at that time, like they were getting sued a lot for the hearing. So if you hadn't got really perfect hearing, they were fucking around with you. Like
Right.
you could lose your hearing. Fuck you. You're out.
Yeah.
So like
How many gigs have you been to? No.
There's like 30 of us, and then I think 3 of us that day got passed.
Jesus, really?
Wow.
For the Irish Army.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is... Like,
Pretty busy peacekeeping and all that crack. Or
Yeah.
peacekeeping. Yeah.
yeah, well, I don't know. Anyway, Gary, you have something for us, if I'm not mistaken.
What have you got?
Yeah, I have some crazy shit from around the world.
What you got for us? Some tasty facts.
Well, it's crazy weird laws. Yeah, and I went through and I was trying to look for like interesting ones because there's tons and tons of like random shit like fucking like all
Crazy
these
laws and-
yeah, you can't have 7 chickens.
Yeah, you can't wear pants on a Tuesday on your duck or something
There's
like that.
tons of them
Yeah.
around the place. So I tried to get like actual laws that are
Yeah,
enforced.
that are
right?
that are valid and are these valid currently and
Yes.
used currently?
Yes.
Like so, if you break them, you will get fucked. As
Yes.
opposed to
Yes.
ducks can't wear long pants.
Yeah,
like, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
So the first
I'll
one.
be dong, long pants. Read the non-duck one.
The first one's in Singapore, right? Is illegal to chew chewing gum in Singapore. In fact, there is no gum sold anywhere in Singapore.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know.
Yeah.
Which I like. I like the idea. It's to keep the place clean. because
Yeah.
there's chewing
I
gum
did see-
fucking everywhere.
Yeah, there was. I saw
But
some on
Singapore is a
chewing-
mad
was
one, very mad one. Like, first of all, the country's the size of like Dublin
think it
city
was-
centre.
I
It's
think-
tiny. Yeah, it's fucking tiny, and they have weird rules there.
Oh, yeah.
Like another rule they have. Like when we went to Singapore, we stayed in a like it's expensive, and you see fucking Ferraris and things like that driving around. And on our first day there, the cheapest place we could find was like a boutique hostel. Well, it was a dorm, but they had like these. Every bed was like in an alcove, so it was very private, and there were doubles, and it was
Oh.
very swanky. And we stayed there
Orgy
anyway.
room.
And yeah, and the girl who was on reception was like a local, and she was like, "Oh, what are you up to tonight?" And we are like, "I don't know, just arrived." And she was like, "It's my birthday. Do you want to come up to the roof?" And I'm getting a load of people out of the hostel. You have a few cans and whatnot. And I was like, "Yeah, happy days, let's go." So I was talking to her obviously later on, and I was saying, "Jesus Christ." Fuck me, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. Now, obviously not everywhere, but there was a lot
enough
of them.
of them to be
Yeah,
noticeable.
I came from like South America and Central America from there, and like you're not seeing any of that shit.
No.
Like, as in, yeah. So I was asking her, I was like, what the fuck's the story here? Like, and she was like, yeah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter anything. She goes, you can buy a brand new fucking, which you're paying stupid money as well for, because the taxes or whatever, you're paying an insane amount of cash. And basically what she was saying was that if you were to get like brand new Ferrari right now, she goes, in 10 years, you have to scrap it. Not sell it, scrap it.
Yeah, because they've only got 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years, that's it. You're not allowed to you're not allowed to sell it. It has to go into the bin. A Ferrari or a Porsche or any car.
Can you not sell it like abroad?
No, it has to go. It's ridiculous because someone I used to work with, he lived with us. He's from fucking Limerick or something. He lived there with his family for a few years, and I asked him, I was like, "Is that really true?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I had to buy a car, and the cheapest one I could buy." He goes, "Now the wages were great over there, but he goes, the cheapest one I could buy was like 60 grand, and this was some piece of shit, some
Fucking
absolute piece of wank."
What's the crack with that?
It was just like, and he goes, in 10 years, the fucking scrapyard. Like, as in
Fuck
just,
that shit.
yeah, it's just they have crazy rules. So what else we got? What else? Because the chewing gum one I did know, in fairness.
I can't remember. I did read something just on chewing gum. I think it was one of the Scando countries. I can't remember which one, but there was some law passed that they basically all chewing gum had to be sold with paper in it for disposal, so that you had a thing.
You're not
to,
just fucking it away.
Yes,
like,
there was a thing to put the used chewing gum in,
as
So I
opposed to where it becomes like in Dublin part of the concrete.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
even. It's completely flush with the
yeah,
concrete.
yeah,
Like,
it's been
there
sanded
for like
down
30
so many
years, like,
times
yeah.
that it's just.
So next we're going to Switzerland. It is illegal to flush the toilet in an apartment block after the hours of 10 p.m.
Really?
Well, hang on a second.
I've been in Switzerland and taken shits in Switzerland. Surely, I was drinking. So
Yeah,
I imagine I was pretty after. Well, I wasn't in an apartment
You're
block.
supposed to live with a fucking acidic turd for like
Yeah.
8 hours.
Is this like is this like only Geneva or only some weird little place where there's no plumbing or something? Well, Switzerland is not
Switzerland,
cheap.
yeah.
They have their shit together. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a weird one.
maybe it's to save the lakes, the gorgeous lakes, or some shit like
I
that.
think it's noise.
An apartment
Tin walls, I suppose.
Maybe. Jesus, that's a weird one. That's a fucking very odd one.
Off to Lebanon.
Oh God. Okay, so can't hang your goat. So it's what do we got? What are we guessing, Pud?
In the Lebanon.
Your wives can't.
I'll give you-
something
no,
insulting.
I'll give you a hint. It is sex related.
Okay.
As you know, it's me, so a lot of the men that have got a sexy trait.
Okay. Sexy
It's-
trait.
I wouldn't say sexy.
Yeah. Okay.
Sex related trait.
Yeah. You're only allowed to have 3 goats as wives. Like,
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah.
Bigamy is legal, is it?
No.
Wait, no.
Polygamy?
What?
Polygamy.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Illegal. No, it's probably illegal.
No, I'm pretty sure. Like you can have a harem and with that religion.
Yeah, maybe me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So okay, give us what is it? What are we looking at?
It is against the law to have sex with a male animal, but it is completely legal to have sex with a female animal.
Legal and what?
So you can fuck a goat as long as it's a female goat.
Yes.
Or a dog.
So no
Or-
billy goats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I don't know the word for a female. What's a female goat? Who fucking knows? Jesus Christ!
Miss goat.
Because that's fuck me. That is.
It's fucked up.
That's very weird. That's weird. It's like, so we don't have an issue with bestiality, just homosexuality.
Yeah.
You can fuck an
yeah.
animal as long as it's a straight animal. Can't have none of that gay shit.
Yeah,
Because
What
that'd
the
be weird.
fuck? Yeah. Because that's crossing
That's
the line.
the weird
like,
part.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
Wow.
Christ! Isn't
Wow.
being like is correct me if I'm wrong here, but isn't bestiality mostly illegal everywhere?
yeah.
It is.
Oh,
right?
yeah, of course.
That's a hard no.
Because I remember even seeing, like, okay, obviously porn everywhere in red light district in Amsterdam, and bestiality is illegal over there. But it's obviously available. I've seen,
and if the Dutch say 9 danker,
exactly,
then 9 fucking
exactly,
danker.
like
You know what I mean?
Jesus.
So the next one we're going to is Indonesia.
Oh,
okay.
You know, and it is illegal, and you can get it's illegal masturbation, right? It says masturbation is male masturbation. That doesn't say anything about females, but it says male masturbation.
They're not even considered over there.
Yeah, exactly.
next they're gonna want to vote.
Yeah, drive, fucking be gone.
It's illegal, and you can, and they do give you up to 32 months in prison. Now, I am sure it's probably
If you're caught in public, yeah.
I would assume, like
Jesus fucking
32
Christ.
months.
Fuck
Like,
no.
if you were doing that over here, you
Imagine a
wouldn't serve any
teenager.
time.
I would be serving 10 life sentences.
Oh,
like.
I'd be on it.
Oh my god. Then again,
Did you
not
never
a
walked
back
off outside?
back to back.
Have you? No, there's a question. I
Definitely have.
don't think so. I was never big on the fucking.
I have never personally.
Not on the self.
I have
Like,
never
I've
whacked
had
myself
sex
off.
outside.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
I've
I don't.
I've had
Yeah.
outdoor
Like
sex
I'm a
and-
dirtbag, but I'm not that much of a dirtbag.
I have never pulled a plum off myself outside.
No, I don't think I have.
I have. Yeah, definitely.
Like with
Where?
where? Yeah, Jesus, walk us through that. Like
once-
outside in a park, you fucking filthy dirtbag.
Once in Mayo, because I was chatting with someone.
Lonely.
and things were heating up somewhat, and I didn't particularly want to have a wank in the gaff with my two parents there. And there's a lot of land, so I went off and found a quiet place that I could stay on the phone talking to this person and bang one out.
Oh, well,
Okay,
that's
fair
someone on the
enough.
phone. Okay, that's allowable.
Yeah,
That's
but
allowable.
it was outdoors, and it was on my. There was no one assisting me.
Right, and there was no chance of being caught. It was in a field in Mayo or something.
Yeah, I mean, there was a
It
slight
wasn't
chance
like,
of being
yeah,
caught, but
it wasn't
like,
Temple Bar. Like,
no, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I wasn't doing
in
it.
in a fucking like
I
in a
wasn't-
little alcove. Like.
It wasn't an exhibitionist thing. I wasn't doing it so someone would see me or to. That was not the kink. I just didn't
No, we
want
get
my
that.
parents
Yeah,
to know
we
I was
get that, but-
pulling the bollocks off myself.
dirt.
Hadouken!
Yeah, it's nuts. It's never. I'm pretty sure I've never done that. Pretty sure. Like any of the public stuff. Like I've had sex only like I'd say on one hand in public. Well, I don't know.
no.
On two hands, let's say. Like,
Well, I
let's say.
rarely switch.
Only when I'm feeling fucking saucy. It's the weekend. It's my birthday. You know?
So the next one, we're going to America. Now, I said they were all enforced, right? This one,
Is that nothing to do with ducks wearing long
no.
pants?
this has
I'll be darned. Long pants.
this one is. I'm not sure if it's been enforced anytime like in recent history, but it is illegal and it is like staying illegal. Like it's not going to be changed. They feel quite strongly about it. And it is oral sex is completely illegal in South Carolina and North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
Both
I thought you were
Carol-
going to say like Utah or something where it's
In the
Mormon
Carolinas.
country or whatever.
You're not allowed to give any head to anybody.
Yeah, it's illegal. They what did they?
Obviously,
they,
it must be another public kind of thing. Like, well,
no. It's,
unless you're going
it's
out
just-
shouting from the rafters. That
Well,
fucking,
it's very religious.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a real God.
is it like
God,
is it,
yeah,
is
it's
it
that's part of
Christian
the-
or
Yeah.
that's
Mormon
Bible,
shit?
That's Bible
like,
Belt.
No,
Yeah,
Bible
is it?
Belt. Yeah.
Like, so I would have thought the Utah thing, but then again, they've like fucking 10 wives or whatever it is, so they're free and easy.
It's
I
South
guess.
Carolina, not North.
South Carolina. Okay.
I don't know about North, but
I
North
knew
or
a
more
girl
North.
from North Carolina that was. I travelled with her.
Not
around,
into fucking head.
yeah, I travelled with her around Central and
Suck a
South
golf ball
America.
through a garden hose.
Oh, she definitely wasn't in that way inclined. She definitely would have been game ball, as we say. Like,
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
it's the law. It's
yeah,
like,
but then
who the
again, it's
fuck
like,
follows law?
but it's the same thing with the Catholic schoolgirls. Like I said,
Yeah.
not allowed to do anything, and they're the biggest dirtbags.
Yeah,
You know, it's
exactly,
just you know,
how's going to how, baby?
yeah. It's like it's well. Then again, that rule you were saying in the Lebanon, like. You know, if you're not allowed to do shit in these kind of countries,
That's where
and you're going, okay, well, I'll just fuck the family dog, like, or what, oh my fucking god, like, just fuck
Just
each
as-
other, just
just-
fuck each other. It's okay, like, you know.
Just as long as it ain't gay.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, off with his head if he does that.
So we're going to Bangladesh.
Oh god,
yeah.
oh, what have we done?
Bangladesh and Nepal, right?
Oh.
It is illegal, right?
You fuck a Sherpa.
No. It
That's
is
Tibet.
prohibited
That's
by
Tibet.
law, right? It's prohibited by law.
So you can blow them, but they can't blow you.
Yeah. Yeah, first of all, he blew me, man.
It is prohibited by law to view movies that have simulated lovemaking or have pubic area of men or women. So completely illegal to show any sex scenes in
Well,
movies.
that was the same as here.
That's the
Yeah,
same as
I know,
here. And
yeah.
in a lot of Japan as well. Remember, they're famous
Their
for
mad
their
blurry
weird
porn?
blur porn, yeah.
Oh, I
What
hate
is
that.
the
It looks like a
fucking-
plaster over the
Yeah.
pussy, like as in a
Pixelated.
band-aid, you know, as in it's just what the fuck.
Yeah.
I hate, like, and what's crazy is they'll
It makes
I
it
saw-
more noticeable,
but
if
the
anything.
things, but
It's like,
but the things are so bizarre. Like, I remember seeing a video where they'll blur out all of that, but they had a Perspex toilet over some guy's head. And it was all like 60 girls and all like, oh yeah, all going over, and he was just, his head was like taped inside it, and they just, everything else is
Yeah.
blurred, but they're just filling it with piss and slowly drowning him. And it was like, so I can see
jeez.
that.
I can watch the
I can
guy
watch
die,
that. Yeah,
but, like, her pussy
Jesus
is
Christ,
often-
yeah, I can't see that. Like, and it's all just at least with the blur, absolute fucking wig on the. It's just pure, not even 80s, 70s muff. You know when it goes around the crack and starts to go into the. You know, it's a mohawk, an ass
It's
mohawk.
never been looked at. Never been fucking
No,
touched
yeah,
from the
fetch
razor.
my
I feel-
bushwhacker.
I
Like,
feel Tom Selleck's been here recently.
oh, big, like thick.
He
You're
left
a
his
Tom
calling card.
Seleckian. Like, yeah. Oh, it's
So the last one, I decided this one I know you're gonna fucking hate, right? And it's in Europe. It's in Poland. We all know some Polish people.
We do.
In Poland, they have banned Winnie the Pooh. Anything to do with Winnie the Pooh in T-shirts, clothing, anything.
because
to
he
do
looks
with
like the Chinese
Because he's not
president.
wearing pants.
because he's not wearing pants.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for the children.
What?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like for the
What?
children, he's.
It's
Like,
not like
it's
he's
not-
swinging a big fat dick. Like,
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a fucking bear.
Yeah,
He
it's
hasn't
he's
got it.
asexual. It doesn't matter. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, he eats honey
Yeah.
and
It's
possibly
so
Christopher
bizarre.
Robbins.
Poland's fucked up now. Like
Poor little piglet.
yeah. My honey pot.
Piglet, my bottom bitch.
Because they banned him in China as well.
Did they?
Yeah,
did they?
because there was
Ah,
a
that's 'cause
meme
they
that he
look
looks
like
like
him,
your
your
man, the
man.
president, and of course, like, you know,
fucking
you say
does.
anything about the
Yeah.
government,
Ban
and
it.
yeah.
Yeah, but Poland, come on, lads.
Yeah,
Seriously,
sort
get
it
their
out, like.
fucking shit together.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty.
Well,
that's-
didn't they get taken over by some crazy, right?
I think
fucking-
Greece, well, in the last 6 months, I don't know, because I've been talking to a few Polish people that have said yes, one side say yes,
Mm.
and then this, like, you know, on the same people I work with, the other people are just saying no, and so I don't know, it's hard to get a fucking an
They're all-
accurate
they're all-
thing on it.
They're
like.
all crazy.
But, like, you know, I think everyone can agree, fucking Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah, there ain't nothing.
sort it out.
There ain't
like.
nothing weird about
Yeah,
Winnie the Pooh.
Believe me, what's
Right, there's
coming
lots of
in.
things worried about Winnie the Pooh, but not that.
But what's coming in on your WhatsApp, I guarantee, are 1,000 times worse. Like, my
Oh,
fucking
God, yeah.
like, the shit that fucking floats around on that, like, it's fucking bananas.
Well, on that fucking sad now.
Yeah. On that note, thanks for joining us this week, guys.
As always, get us on the socials: Insta, Facebook, Twitter. Shall I be thy pod? On all
Smoke
of them.
signals.
Everything
yeah,
else.
we do love smoke signals. And yeah, until next week, peace out.
Take care, guys. If you like the show, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you don't, suck my dick.